Welcome back to Africa 54. I'm Vincent McCoy in Washington. Now, Uganda's President Yoweri Museveni was criticized this month when he asked the Finance Ministry to find a way to tax social media use in order to control what he called gossip online. Officials have since walked back that characterization, though they say they're pushing ahead with efforts to add a daily tax on mobile data use beginning this July. For VOA, Halima Thumani reports from Kampala.
The Ugandan government says mobile internet subscriptions have increased by 15% in the past year as more people use online services to connect and make transactions. Now, two tax proposals are on the table. One would impose a 1% tax on every mobile money transaction. The other would impose a daily fee of about 5 cents on mobile data users. It is the second proposal, the so-called social media tax, that is stirring the most debate.
I think these days there are actually a number of businesses whose only platform is Instagram and WhatsApp and the different ways that they advertise on the internet. So I think that that was a very unfair assessment from the president of what Ugandans use the internet for.
Cabinet officials defend the proposal, saying it can help with infrastructure to improve connectivity.
If you are able to make WhatsApp calls, okay? If you are able to make Skype calls or have video streaming chats, so government is saying, just like other jurisdictions are, what's wrong with asking a service there? I mean a tax there. Because a tax is for improving your service.
Rights activists are skeptical. Uganda cut social media access around the 2016 elections and has detained at least one person over posts that criticize the government.
Freedom of expression is a right, and government should be looking more into facilitating people to express themselves, whether you agree with what they say or not, as opposed to taxing the means through which they are going to express themselves.
Activists say if the government needs revenue, it should focus instead on fighting corruption and waste. Parliament has the final say on new taxes, and Finance Ministry officials are expected to appear before lawmakers in early May. Halima Thumani for VOA News, Kampala.
Africa's waters remain a vital economic lifeline for many countries. The Lake Chad Basin, for instance, which spans about 7 countries, provides food and water to millions of people. But security threats and the shrinking size of the lake are a cause for worry. Leaders of the countries around the region continuously seek ways to address common problems. The Lake Chad Basin Governors Forum is one of such platforms where the issues are being addressed.
Your Excellencies, let me assure you.
Leaders from Nigeria, Niger, Chad and Cameroon, international development partners, security personnel, civil society, amongst others, attend the Lake Chad Basin Governors Forum in Maiduguri, the Borno state capital. Finding solutions to common problems faced by countries around the Lake Chad Basin, such as security, is the purpose of this engagement. Also top on the agenda is the alarming rate at which the lake is shrinking due to climate change.
The people living in the basin depend on the Lake Chad for agriculture, fisheries, and livestock for their economic well-being. The Lake Chad region was formerly an oasis in the desert, a hub of economic activities and food security, providing a source of happiness and contentment that contributed to the stability of the sub-region.
The UN humanitarian agency prefers solutions, including redoubling of collective efforts and strengthening cross-border cooperation to better tackle the challenges in the region.
The crisis in the Lake Chad Basin cannot be solved through a unitary approach. We must pursue a multi-pronged approach. I look forward to more engagement by traditional and community leaders and civil society in finding a solution to this crisis.
For the European Union, the forum represents a good opportunity for leaders and other stakeholders to share and compare experiences.
The military defeat of the insurgents and ending the humanitarian crisis must be joined by decisive efforts to secure long-term development. This is still a daunting challenge that can only be overcome by working together across borders.
Dialogue around security, economic and humanitarian challenges in the Lake Chad Basin continue at various levels. The basin, which borders 7 countries, boasts the multinational Joint Task Force, which is a united front against the Boko Haram insurgency. Such collaboration in other areas is among initiatives advanced at such meetings.
Well, this year marks the 35th anniversary of the discovery of HIV, the virus that causes AIDS. Visiting Malawi this month, one of the pioneers of that research, the American scientist Jay Levy, said Malawi could be among the countries in Africa on track to eradicate the virus, though he said the battle is still far from over. For VOA, Lamek Messina has the story from Blantyre.
Visiting Malawi, the prominent American AIDS researcher Dr. Jay Levy expressed cautious optimism about the fight to end HIV.
Making a vaccine is not easy. The polio vaccine took anywhere up to 30 years. So we're a long way from that, but we will get there.
He spoke to scientists and medical staff at Malawi's leading medical school.
But you also have to know that in countries in Africa, children are dying of measles, and we have a measles vaccine. And chickenpox, we have a chickenpox vaccine. So it's not only developing the mechanism of prevention, but play a role in getting public health to recognize the value of preventing infections.
Dr. Levy is among scientists around the world working on a vaccine, but his involvement goes back much further. The California-based physician is recognized for an independent discovery of HIV in 1983. 35 years later, he visited rural health clinics in Malawi run by the Global AIDS Interfaith Alliance. Southern Africa as a region continues to report the world's highest HIV prevalence rates and caseload, but Malawi has made progress.
If you look at the numbers, Malawi's done a remarkable job. Not only in the number of people getting infected, reduced, the number of people who are dying, it's reduced, and also mother-to-child transmission. I mean, I'm amazed because it's not a rich country.
Challenges persist in Malawi. Health workers still battle myths about traditional herbal remedies. They struggle to get more HIV patients on early, regular antiretroviral therapy, which can slow the advance of the illness.
For example, we have currently almost 750,000 people living who have access to ARV, which is a good progress. But the problem we still have facing, we know that there are almost 1 million people living with HIV. Our big challenge is to find the 250 missing.
Dr. Levy said the visit gave him hope and fresh insights into what more needs to be done to end the pandemic. Lamek Messina for VOA News, Blantyre, Malawi.
There's more to come on the program. Remember that you can visit our website, channelstv.com, for news and other programming around the clock. You can also find us on youtube.com/channelsweb. And still to come, the African side of Hollywood. We'll see how actors and movie professionals are working to raise their profile in the competitive film industry. That story after the break.